Let's talk about you personally. You're a guy from Alabama and growing up there. Are you so you grow up a Auburn or an Alabama guy?
Auburn fan.
Okay, grow up an Auburn fan. So I guess, all right. So I feel like one of the coolest moments in sports history, one of those moments you remember where it was the kick six. It happened in 2013. Obviously, you're a young kid at that point, but where were you for the kick six?
So I was in my living room with my family and some of my cousins. We were all in there watching that, and I just remember it. We're just sitting there. My hands are sitting there sweating, hoping this kick doesn't go in. And we see it, and just he ended up scoring. And I still remember that Rob Bramlett call. It just gives me chills every time I hear it on like a flashback on Instagram or something. So it was a really special moment for us.
And then you grow up and end up committing to Auburn, where I think you probably knew my hitting coach from Old Dominion, Carl Nonemaker, right?
Yes, sir.
So you end up there for years, or you don't end up there. You end up going in the draft. Sorry about it. You end up going in the draft instead of going to play there at Auburn. What was that process like for you? Was it hard? Obviously, growing up an Auburn guy, and obviously, I would assume wanting to play there your whole life, but you end up getting drafted. Was it a tough thing for you to not go play there and to end up going in the draft?
Yeah. So my older brother actually walked on there, so he was going to be there for my freshman year, and that would have been his senior year.
Oh, that would have been cool.
My first cousin who I've played baseball with, literally since we could play, was going there as well. And then one of my best friends from the travel ball team was going there as well. So I had a good group there. So definitely it was a tough decision-making process. But my older brother, Jackson, he was big in the decision because he said, this is what you wanted to do your whole career or your whole life. And I mean, if it's what you want to do, then I mean, why not go for it? So, yeah, it was definitely a tough decision, but yeah. I'm glad I felt like I made the right one, and I wouldn't want to be in any other position I am right now. So.
What was draft day like for you? How was that whole day, and how did it turn out?
So whenever they say go in and expect the worst,
yeah,
that's what I should have listened to, because going through it, I mean, it wasn't the worst, but just going through it, I was thinking maybe around like middle of the pack of the first round, 15, 16. And then if I fell back, maybe late 20s. And it just kept falling. And eventually it was like, I'm going to go to Auburn because I didn't think any team was going to meet the number. And then lo and behold, the Orioles came and they exceeded the number that I had. And I actually didn't even get to see my name called, because from the first round to the second round, they changed the TV channel. And I was the first pick of the second round. So
you
I just got to see my name go across the bottom of the board.